And here we go. Hello, everybody. So far, we have three.
Hmm?
Can you turn it up?
Up as loud as it's gonna go.
Everyone can please mute until we have openings for discussion. But feel free to chat, but we got that open too.
Hi, everyone. We'll get started here in a few minutes, okay?
Yeah, we're just waiting to allow people to come. Maybe just a couple more minutes if you guys don't mind. If you don't mind, you could leave your name and where you're from in the chat. That would be helpful. Nice to meet you, Julie. Dallas, Texas. Wow. Hi, Steve. I can see you. Crystal, I don't know. Very nice. Sean. I have a few Texans here today.
So about one more minute here before we get started.
Yes.
Hi, Andy from Riverside. Great. Seen lots of activity coming from Texas.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there's a few things to get started with while you guys are settling in.
Yeah, so if helpful to you, you can turn on closed captions in the settings.
Mhm.
We recommend, of course, getting a beverage and getting comfortable. Grab a notepad or paper or an iPad, however you prefer to take notes. When you're ready, I know most of us have already done it, but if you could share your name and then the location where you're joining us from in the chat. And then, of course, if you're interested in joining our group, the website link is right there. It's www.teentrouble.us, or email Star, which her email address is sisford@me.com.
I do have a longer email address. I just thought it was easier.
Right, Minnesota and Massachusetts. Okay, so quick housekeeping. This is our group's very first 1 Million Rising community group meeting. Our link to our future meeting is located right here if you want to take a screenshot of that.
It will also be included with the information I'll be sending you after the meeting.
Okay. And then we are recording it, so links to all the materials will also be sent out, like Star said, after the meeting. And then a recording of this meeting will be posted on our YouTube channel as well. And there's a link there. I should have waited to instruct you to take a screenshot, but that's another good link to have. And then, so along those lines, feel free to use an avatar or an image of yourself. Turn off your camera if you're not comfortable with your face being available on YouTube. So whatever you're comfortable with, if you don't want your face to be public, then please adjust your settings now so that you're more comfortable. And to make the most out of this mass call, most of the time the chat will be turned off, but when we are, it will be open for certain discussions. Okay, and then feel free to use those hashtags here, hashtag 1 Million Rising and hashtag Team Trouble USA on Blue Sky. Okay, and the final piece of our housekeeping is setting the ground rules for this meeting. There will be no form of discrimination against anyone in this discussion. Everyone here is an American immigrant or not, a human being, and has a right to their own beliefs and opinions, which all will be respected here. Even if we do not agree, this is a safe space. Differences in opinions are openings to greater respectful discussions. We will not tolerate derogatory comments toward anyone in this discussion or in our group. And we're promoting sharing of opinions in a peaceful and respectful manner. And we all have the right to free speech. So let's not forget that. And thank you so much for joining us today.
It is a pleasure to have you all here, and we really appreciate you attending.
Now, with all that said, on with the show. Again, thank you for coming. Welcome, everyone. We're so glad that you're here and that we want to thank you for taking the time out of your busy days to be a part of this gathering. We're coming together in a moment that is both challenging and urgent. Many of us are witnessing events that shake us, from ICE seizing people off the streets to policies being dismantled, communities under threat, rights being rolled back, and so much more. I'm sure you can think of at least 10 more things that are the problem here. It's natural to feel a mix of emotions: frustration, fear, heartbreak, but also determination, courage, and love. So this is a space for all of that. Tonight, you're welcome to bring your whole self, your joy and your anger, your hope and your grief. We're here to listen, to share, and to hold space for one another. Tonight is about understanding where we are in this moment in time and exploring ideas for what we can do about it. We're not here to make decisions or come to agreement tonight. Instead, think of this as an orientation and a brainstorm, a chance to support each other and begin making meaning together. If you're able to come to our next gathering, we'll build on this conversation and dig into specific plans and actions. But for now, let's begin with open hearts and open minds. In the true spirit of Indivisible, we're going to set the tone to help bring all of us into our bodies and into the room. We're going to take a minute to relax, have a few shared breaths, and slowly get into the mindset of friendship with one another, brainstorming as a team and relaxing our mind to allow us to share our ideas freely, to come together in the form of impactful resistance. Let's start the music. Everyone, first put your feet flat on the ground and let your arms and shoulders, hands go limp. Relax your whole body with each breath we take together. Now let's take the first breath, but while breathing in, breathe in peace, breathe in tranquility, breathe in relaxation. Now hold in that breath, hold on to that positive air. Now slowly breathe out all the negativity, all the stress, all the worries, resetting your body and your mind. Do that 3 times. Slowly breathe out all the negativity, all the stress, all the worries. Reset your body and your mind. Okay.
Okay, are we ready?
Yes. Okay.
So now we're doing breakout, well, introduction breakout. With the amount of people that are actually here, I think we don't need to do the breakout room for this one. I think we can do
Right.
it all here.
Yes, I agree. Okay. So I'll start off. I'll introduce myself. My name is Stephanie Hernandez. My pronoun is she, her. My motivation. Oh, if you want to go ahead and click through. Sorry.
Sorry about that.
It's okay. One reason why I'm here is because I am motivated and really optimistic, and I need to do more. Like, I feel like I need to do something about everything that's happening because it's not okay. And I feel like um, people don't have all of the information that they need, the facts, the correct information. And so I want to be a voice as an educator and also as a leader in the community that can help guide us in the right direction.
Oh, well, my name is Star Isfer. I started this group because there was not very many people. Well, there was no groups by where I live. I am a disabled mom of 4, but my kids are all grown. Continue momming. And I saw everything that was going on in America. I saw the news and in broadcasting lies, little truths, manipulation. I'm seeing people getting rounded up. Very much reminds me of what happened in Germany quite some time ago. There is so much going on that I'm fearing for our democracy, and I'm fearing for everyone here in America. Whether they voted for Trump or not, I don't care. We have got these divisions, and it's disgusting because it's making everybody hate each other because of their skin, because of their political background, just because they're different, when we should be finding common ground and should be understanding the choices and hoping to give the right information and be able to clarify this whole mess. And so I started Team Trouble. And it started off as Inland Imp, but now it's going national because we do have national members, to pull everybody together and have resources for all the different campaigns being put out by so many different groups. This one is the No Kings / individual, and this is near and dear to my heart. So that's why I'm here. So disregard this slide when it comes to going out into breakout rooms and needing a note taker. Instead, just raise your hands. There should be a button for that up above. And that way we can do some introductions, or you can put it in the chat. I know a lot of you already put your city and your state. All right, Crystal. Yeah, can you go ahead and unmute? Hi.
Yeah. Hi,
Mhm.
my name is Crystal, and I spent the first, 4 months probably after Trump was elected just freaking out, just really freaking out. And I tried to find a group locally. I'm in Boise, Idaho. And I tried to find a group locally that was doing what I was hoping for, and there wasn't one. There were groups doing good work, but I started my own. So we now have about 60 members, and we meet every other week, and we probably have about 20 people who show up for every meeting, kind of rotating through. And I'm looking always for more ideas about where to put our energy and how to be most effective. And it's really important to us to stay connected to other groups doing good work. So that's what I'm here for.
Very good. And we do partnerships with everybody. I mean, we have Surge, we have the ACLU, and we do a lot of campaigns together. I am the one designing them, one woman, so hopefully I could get some more volunteers. But I'm posting everything onto our SharePoints in our group so that way people can choose which causes they want to go after. But again, right now we're dealing with the 1 Million Rising, and I wanted to focus just on that one campaign for now. So, but feel free to join us, and then you can have access to everything as well.
Okay, thanks.
And we welcome ideas. And that's the best thing we can do is idea sharing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The more people in unity, the better. And it doesn't matter, if we're in separate groups, if we're representing different organizations, just being on the same page and being to one another, giving each other support, and hopefully, doing more nationwide events. You know what I mean? Okay. Oh, and I'm so sorry, Steve. It looks like you had gotten dropped. Ooh, I'm so sorry about that. This is our first time meeting on Microsoft Meetings, so I apologize for that. It just worked out better for me. But we'll see how this goes. All right, I'm going to mute myself. And anybody else doing the introduction? All you have to do is raise your hand. Oh, and Crystal, you might want to go ahead and mute again.
Yeah, she's good.
Okay.
Okay. Anyone else? Anyone from Texas want to
Oh,
speak?
here we go. Hi again, Julie from Chesterfield County, Virginia. Oh, I'm muted, aren't I? No, I'm not. Okay. To the area and rediscovering my meaning, my purpose, my leadership. I am part of the Richmond RVA Indivisible. I am a small business owner, Marcom professional. Happy to lend my skills wherever they are useful. Thank you for hosting. apologies, 9 p.m. is the bedtime. Oh, no, I get it. Across the United States, it's only 6 here in California. Thank you for hosting.
Okay. We have April raising her hand. You can go ahead
Okay.
and unmute yourself, April.
Yes.
Hi, I just found this event like a couple minutes ago and thought I would jump on. I'm
that's
from
great.
Michigan. Just today I came up with an idea for a national protest that I wanted to pitch to
Okay.
different organizations.
Mhm.
And the 5051 was my first go-to. I haven't really pitched to anyone yet.
Okay.
But I just decided to jump on and see who I could connect with.
Okay.
The No Kings protests, those were my first ever protest. And I
Same
just
here,
thought it was
actually.
cool.
That's great. That's great. This is going to be a community discussion about different things that we could do. We're not going to decide on anything in this meeting. We're going to deciding on it on the next meeting. But this is to get the ideas flowing, the brainstorming, and making these connections.
Awesome. Thank you.
Okay. Anybody else? Feel free. Hi, Grace. Would you like to say something?
Hi.
Hi.
I'm trying to figure out what to do, like everybody, I guess.
Now, trust me, I'm learning as I go too. Just my first time doing it on Microsoft Meetings.
Oh, hi. Okay.
Where are you joining
Hi.
us from, Grace?
San Diego.
Oh, San Diego.
Oh,
Okay.
not
So-
too far from here.
right. hmm
But
We're
again, we
from
do
Riverside
also
County,
have
so-
national too. So,
Yeah.
all right, I guess we shall move on.
Great.
All right, and this is my part. Are you ready? Okay. How are people resisting right now? Raise your hand or post an answer in the chat.
Okay.
We just want to be able to get through everybody's answers. Think about everything you've seen on TV and the news, on message boards like Facebook or what have you, or if you are in a group, things that they've been advising of doing or not doing to show resistance. Feel free to add it to the chat or. Oh, Sean. Okay.
Let
Raise
me.
your hand up above. There's a little button that says raise. Or
Push
feel
you.
free to mute and talk.
Yeah.
Hi guys, this is Sean. I'm not sure if you can hear me.
We can
Yes,
hear
I
you.
can hear you.
Okay, it's kind of loud here where I'm at, so.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, it's just because here I have a air conditioner here. So either way,
I have a fan.
I try to turn on my camera too, but maybe it'll work. Okay. Hi, I'm Sean.
Hi.
Hi, Sean.
Hi, I'm from Fort Worth, Texas. That's Dallas, Fort Worth, DFW.
Yeah.
I just started getting involved last week. Someone that was an advocate in the Fort Worth area Indivisible group saw that I was commenting on some of her posts that she was putting on Instagram and Facebook supporting her. She followed that up with, "Hey, Sean, would you like to get involved?" And I was like, "Yes, I would." I had no idea where, how, if I was even allowed to. So she immediately sent me a link to the second part of the 1 Million Rising training that the
Great.
Fort Worth area Indivisible group was doing. So from the 1 Million Rising from Indivisible, the bigger group, they were on part 2. And I went not knowing what was going on. I posted it to I sent the notice to some of my friends, the link. Hey, I'm going to this tonight, seeing if someone would go with me. They're like, be careful. Take notes for me. And I was like, of course I'll be careful. And she's like, some of these places they're being infiltrated and funded by other groups. And then someone else was like, he could be violent, right? I was like, I'm pretty sure it said it's a meeting. So I showed up, courageously with no knowledge whatsoever, but the trust in my one friend who I had already seen posting, doing things actively. So with that prevalence of what I saw before, I followed that trust and faith that she was about something good. So I showed up, I saw her signing people in, sat down, and from there, they did probably what we are doing here, or what the next step of this group might be. Separated us into 6 different groups with the different priorities: the ICE, the DEI, DEI, LGBTQ, and then voters' rights, things like that. Right? We separated up, and then from there, we just talked about what we were there for, what we were worried about, what we're doing, what we want to do, and who might want to take lead of that group. So. There's only 2 of us in the LGBT group, or they call it squad. I'm trying to get everything right. So that's squad. And I just transitioned from LGBT Outdoors ambassador for the past year. So I had that 3 or 4 hours a week that she said was required to kind of keep the group going and report back to the leadership. So that's what I did. That was last Monday. We started a community chat on Facebook, invited some of our friends. And from there, Jen just started posting all of the different things that are going on that you guys probably know about that I didn't, and was like, oh God, okay, this is a lot. Let me get organized and create a OneNote app to get all this going on. And by day 2, I just said, we need to meet. There's like only 3 of us. We need to meet up at the local Kava house, and just us members, and see what we know, what we want to do, and go from there. So even though we really didn't make any decisions, we realized that we all trust the larger group, and we're going to wait for the next steps and action items that come from them. But in the meantime, we decided to create a little party or gathering at one of our members' mom's house. We're going to do a rock painting party. So
good for you.
We're just going to do it's fun for people to show up and, friends, oh, rock painting, art. Yeah, that's fun. Let me come. And when they come, of course, they'll know a little bit about what the group is, what we might talk about. But that gives us an opportunity to let them know what I didn't know, that there are places where they can help and come together. The small things that they do, not only action, but then spread the word to their friends that have their heads in the sand. Community connection, and courage begets courage. And so we'll do that. And that's in a couple of weeks. But in the meantime, I figured if I wanted to learn more, then I need to show up where they are. So Jen was going to a rally, Fort Worth, for the gerrymandering, the redistricting in Fort Worth, and that was in the morning. And I didn't want to go to that. I was going to go to Beto, was here in Fort Worth in town too. So I was like, I'm going to go to the 4 p.m. But I marked interested on Facebook for the 10 a.m. Have fun with that. But Friday night, I thought, if I want to do what I'm trying to do, I need to show up where the leaders are at and see what they're doing. Learn what they're doing. If I'm worried about anything, then I need to show up where the action is happening and where the people are talking. So that's what I did. It was great. I got, I got to see that everyone is about the same cause. We just walked around for, a couple of blocks in Fort Worth. There's a small group. Got to, do the flag, and that was just really. And then I got to talk to Jen. Because at that point, she's in leadership. She had to chime out of our chat group because there's a lot going on. I got a lot of other things. So I'm putting it in your hands. So do what you can, but we're going to actually give you guys a starter guide because we know it's popping off quickly. Right. So that's
Sean,
my
we do
story, and
have
I'm gonna let
time.
you go. I do
Okay, well,
apologize.
I'm sorry. It's just
I
we're
just
gonna have
had
more
coffee.
discussion. No problem.
I'm Sean. Nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you. I love the energy, by the way.
Thank
I
you.
love it, the passion.
Thank you.
We did have a few other people that texted in some other things that they've been seeing or are involved with. Nation economic strikes, though this person's not sure how effective they are. Actually, they can be quite effective, especially for, like, say, airlines that were moving all these immigrants out of the country to unknown locations or locations they have no affiliation with. These companies have lost a lot of money, and so therefore they have to re-go through and figure out whether it's worth it to them. Another one, building community and resilience, grounding, finding pops of joy where I can. Joy is an act of resistance. It is because it's miserable times. If you can find joy, spread it, share it, gain community from it. Another one, we are protesting, calling elected regularly. Very good. That's another way. Meeting and taking care of one another. Again, community. Boycotting corporations who supported this. Yep. Working on local politics, but for kindness and a positive future. Agreed. Talking with each other. I mean, there is just so many things that are going on. And I'm sorry if I didn't get to your comment, but there's a second part to this, Jen. So thinking about how are people resisting right now? Think about and why the people are doing this. At this time, so try to save time, please just in the chat, just like one quick sentence. And why are people doing this? Why are people resisting?
Exactly.
Yep. The hate is not good. I'm tongue-tied. I still can't say it. Okay, you guys know what I mean.
Authoritarianism is here.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, our democracy falling dictatorship. Yeah. Afraid of what the underlying agenda is? Yes. We go backwards and lose our rights. I mean,
Yeah.
There is so much white power stuff going on that it makes me sick. It just makes me, what is going on with this white privilege? I mean, we have worked so hard to come to where we are, and yet there is still racism. There are still these different areas and people and organizations that are suppressing people because of their skin color. And it just drives me crazy. All right, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to go on a tangent.
But yes, they
Same-sex
want to
marriage?
preserve. Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
That was first.
Go ahead, Kate. Take it over.
I was just gonna say, April said they want to preserve the kind of world where the world we actually want to live in for us, for our neighbors, for our kids. And that's why they're doing this, right? That's why we're resisting. And
Exactly.
also, that same-sex marriage is on the line. Genocide, women's rights, public schools.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everything. Yeah.
Everything. There is nothing safe right now. They can go after anything they want. Yeah. All right. I'm moving on. This part is going to be, there's going to be a big exercise, but there's lessons to be learned here. The authority, I say this word so many times, and yet I can't get it out of my mouth. So everybody get a good giggle. Authoritarian. The wannabe king. I'm sorry. This is the introduction of the concept of authoritarianism. and authoritarian breakthrough. I'm so sorry I'm overemphasizing it, but I need to. We're seeing dangerous consolidation of power. The basic arc of a wannabe king is someone who wants all the power flowing through them. There's a playbook for this. We call it the authoritarian playbook. So the authoritarian playbook, which I will also be sending all of you, aka wannabe king. A direct investigations against their own critics, first of all. We've seen that. I mean, think about all the news channels, think about the talk show hosts, the comedians, whole broadcasting system getting penalized, investigated, and what have you, because they had something bad to say about the president. What happened to freedom of speech there with no retaliation? Give licenses to law breaking. Well, they could be insurgents. When all the people went and threw things at the White House, killed and hurt officers, rioted because Trump was voted out. That's the beginning. And now think about how all the laws are seeming to bend, and judges and political officials are getting fired because they are standing up for the law and no longer have a job because of it, because Trump made sure that they didn't, so he could put somebody there that will break the law for him. Regulatory retaliation. Well, that's another thing that's been going on. Just like, again, the broadcasting. There are so many other facets, but I just can't name them all. And but I can definitely provide the research if anybody would like. Deploy military domestically. Anybody have any questions about that? I
An
think we've all
example,
seen
maybe?
that. I mean, Marines, we're in California here, so yeah, we've seen the brunt of this, but it's everywhere, and anywhere you haven't seen it, just wait.
Mhm.
It won't take that long. If you have immigrants, legal or not, as a matter of fact, if we stand up too strongly, we see it no matter the color of the skin, even the white. Federal law enforcement overreach. That right up there goes right along with ICE. The police officers that are being pulled in. Oh, and yet, PBS, NPR, Colbert. Oh, don't get me started on that one. I love him.
Yeah,
Okay,
the
I guess
articles
that goes
being
to the other
removed.
category.
Mhm.
Okay. And then the autocrat won't leave. He's trying not to. He has mentioned it. He's got everybody trying to get him in for a third term. That is completely unconstitutional. It's against our values and our laws. And yet he is trying to work out a way. Okay. That. Yes, time to clean houses. Damn right. Excuse me.
Mhm.
Now, pillars of support. I'm going to hand it over to Stephanie.
Yeah, so we can learn tactics and strategies from other parts of the globe who have fought and won against authoritarians. And for that, we're going to explore the pillars. Okay, next slide, please. The regime's pillars of support. When some of the people inside these pillars stop complying, the system wobbles. When lots of people stop complying, the system can abruptly fall. That may be needed with an entrenched autocrat. That's called non-cooperation, and non-cooperation is the act of refusing to cooperate or comply with the requests, demands, or orders. So it's the refusal to be orderly, non-cooperation. Next slide, please. Enough non-cooperation will cause a pillar to be unreliable or completely defective. Enough non-cooperation means that individuals, groups, and pillars and entire societies can engage in non-cooperation. So basically, a lot of things make up these pillars. So it's individuals, but it's also groups. So we want you to, in your head and then in the chat, give at least one example of compliance and defection. So workers who refuse to follow unjust policies, such as the 1 million federal employees who defied orders from DOGE to send a weekly report listing 5 things you did this week. That's one example. Then local officials who slow walk implementation of repressive laws, such as a New Orleans sheriff who is rebuffing new state guidelines and continuing their policy of limited interactions with ICE. I know there's a mayor in Chicago as well, I believe, who's doing that, refusing to follow the request to comply with ICE's illegal and unjust policies. Okay, next slide. And we're looking at the pillar of business right now. So local businesses can also be part of the pillars, and local businesses can participate in non-cooperation. So for example, the Dodger Stadium, this particular text maybe is a little bit outdated because some other things have come out about the Dodgers, but this one here shows how they refuse to allow ICE to function on their premises. And then we can make it happen more. If we join activists who have begun asking local businesses to put up no ICE signs in their windows, or what was I going to say? Like closing the business and just saying, customers only type of thing. That's a way of non-compliance in businesses. We're going to jump here to education, just because these are like the most talked about and in the media type of things that are happening right now. In higher education, Harvard's refusal to comply with Trump's orders set a contrasting precedent for academic institutions versus what UPenn and Columbia have done. We can make it happen more if we join alumni letter campaigns to school administrations. Look for pressure points in towns and cities with large scale or local college and university presence. So that's one area you can think of. And consumers can also participate. So everyone here is a consumer. So that means that you have a way to participate in this non-cooperation. It's happened already, like in the Velo Airlines, they were facing pressure for enabling ICE, and they had to shut down their West Coast operations because they were transporting the immigrants for ICE. Tesla and Target have also faced major blowbacks from customers for aligning with Trump. And we've seen that like when they report their quarterly earnings, that's made a difference and an impact. And we can make it happen more. So join the Target and Dollar Tree boycotts to protest their cancellation of DEI programs. Let's close Target down, says Grace in the chat. That's right. Amazon is another one too that we don't have to consume from them. Okay, and so non-cooperation, again, it's refusing to cooperate or comply with requests, orders, or demands. Enough non-cooperation will cause the pillar to completely defect, or at least be unreliable in the autocrat's aims. Individuals, groups, pillars, and entire societies can engage in non-cooperation. Okay, next slide.
Okay, so here is the brainstorming and discussion area. We are supposed to actually go into separate breakout rooms for this, but again, it's funny because we had like 200 people that were supposed to be joining this meeting, and we don't. So because of that, let's go ahead and do this here. We'll discuss it here instead of doing the breakout. Okay, we will breakout room. No. Okay, moving on.
Okay, so I think here we've gotten a lot of participation and like comments in the chat.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's great. Let me just go through these real quick so everyone,
Yeah,
if,
go
if
right
you're not
ahead. I'll
following in
mute.
the chat. So there's um, right, deploying the national, no, we got that already, but Greyhound refusing ICE on buses without warrants. That's a way of non-cooperation. Teacher who wouldn't take down the everyone is welcome banner. Yes. Interfering with ICE raids, recording them and letting them know what you think. Oh, that teacher is in your city, Crystal? Great. Also like Starbucks, Amazon, McDonald's, Dunkin', Dollar Tree. Okay, we talked about those, and those are for some for cooperating with ICE, and then some for the DEI policies that they rolled back. So I want you to do two things. This is going to be our circle, right? So think of anyone who has been risking and non-cooperating if you haven't mentioned it in the chat yet. So or someone who may be given orders that they might have to defy and not cooperate with. Like, is there anyone that you know who's maybe participating in a quiet defiance? Yes, Texas Democrats for sure.
Mm-hmm. They're facing so much too. They're so few compared to the big Republican regime, and they're standing up. Got to give them kudos.
Tell the kids. Oh my God. What, Krista, if you don't mind putting it in the chat, what state are you in again?
Yeah, please. I'm sorry, we have to be reminded.
Idaho. That's
Oh.
right. That's right. Yes. Mm,
Mm.
yeah. So if you came up with at least one person, or you can pick up from the ideas that were dropped in the chat here, think about a plan of how you can reach out to them
I
to
think we
encourage
have the
them.
slides out of order, though.
Are we in the brain? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this is the first one,
Okay.
but it's okay.
Mm.
This is a discussion. We all just come together, brainstorm together.
Yeah. So, like, for example, those Texas Democrats, what you can do to encourage them, right? Writing notes or leaving messages, letting them know that they're supported. So, for example, like here in California, Gavin Newsom had the proposal or mentioned like the retaliation type of redistricting here, but he's asking if the Californian people would want that. You know, he's asking for participation. And so that would be another place that, you know, you could reach out to him if you're in California and let him know that you would agree with that you,
Right.
yes, approve of it. So to go ahead and move forward with it. That's a lot too. Like, you know, our representatives need to know that they are actually representing us. So that's something to think about. Okay, next slide.
Hold on 1 second.
Okay.
I've got technical difficulties because my computer froze. Aha, I'm here.
Mhm.
Okay. I click the arrow because it's freezing. Give me.
That's great. So April said that she thought it was really interesting when Doge was trying to bribe people to leave their government jobs and the people stayed. The people that stayed were resisting. And then one way to show that you support them, those who are not cooperating, follow them on socials to boost them. Like Jasmine Crockett, that's a good one. And then Crystal signed the petition in support of New York redistricting. Yep. So you do what you can where you can, right?
Well, also, think about what pillar are you in? What pillar can you do personally? You know, which one are you, like, you're to be in one pillar, you're being a consumer, that's in the business, an educator, all the different types of pillars that we ourselves as members of this group can affect. That money to burn. And then also think about anyone in your circle that can, that is risking non-cooperation, just like Stephanie had said. Yeah, agreed. Anyone you know that's already doing subtle or quiet defiance? Everybody's quiet. You guys can raise your hand. I'll put you on, or you can just text and we'll read it. Oh, you
That's-
switched phone companies. Good. Stop working with a title company. Good. Good. Very good. That's always. That is always. Writers Against the Wrong. Oh, yes.
War on Gaza.
War
Yeah.
on Gaza. I just saw that.
Mhm.
Very good.
Yeah. And I would say also, if I may, maybe writing too, sending emails. If a lot of us do it, a lot of us call in to media companies that aren't covering that, it would be great because there's so much of this other drama that they just keep talking and talking and talking about it when they're
Exactly.
not covering like other things that are life and death
Really
situations
important.
right now. Yeah.
Yeah. That's one
Okay,
of the reasons
perfect.
why
Thank
I'm
you.
a part of that's one of the reasons why I'm a part of Truth Brigade, trying to make sure everything is fact checked and spread the truth rather than the lies.
Yeah.
Very good on calling your senator. Yeah, there is so much. So many companies are bending the knee. If none of them did, he would not be able to get away with what.
I think it, Grace, if you
Yes.
have the capacity to do both,
Mm-hmm. And the freelance reporters agreed. I know that the calls get tallied. I know that the emails get tallied. But my experience is the calls is probably the best. I mean, even just leaving the voicemail, but when you leave the voicemail, you do need to make sure your name, your street address, and or else it won't count. So it doesn't matter how long or what you're bringing up in the email. I mean, in the voicemail, if they can't tell that you're part of their region, then it's not going to count. So,
yeah, and you can use that 5 calls app too.
yep, the 5 calls app.
Hmm.
There's also many campaigns and groups throughout the United States, and I'm attached to a lot of them that have texting, emailing, and calling campaigns where they even give you the speeches and you name it, which
Mhm.
I will have available on my group membership. If then you guys want to, join, you'll have access to that. But I'm still putting it all up. I've got all these resources. So,
Yeah, so
all
the Five
right.
Calls app is similar to what Star was saying there. So
Mhm.
if you download the application and you put in your zip code, for example, it'll tell you who your representatives are, and it gives you different issues, like what is trending right now, and then other issues that may be more important to you that you can pick from. And once you do that, then it asks you like, okay, which of your representatives do you want to contact regarding this? And you click on them regardless of whether they're Republican or Democratic, or Democrats, and it gives you a script that you can follow.
Yep.
So, and
And the
it
thing is, you
dials
don't.
out for you. Go ahead.
But you don't want to follow the script like you're reading it because it's not as impactful. But while you're reading it, it's a guideline. So use your own voice. Emphasize what you wish.
Right.
Add what you wish.
Yeah, it gives you guidance. So like
It helps.
for talking points.
It helps a lot. All right. Now we're going to really get into some more brains. Oh, yes. You're welcome. You're welcome. There are so many resources out there. A lot of people don't know which one to go for, or they don't even know about them. So there's, you can pick the causes you want to go after, and you can pick the means by which you want to go about it. And that's the thing, because there's so many different campaigns that some you could just do from home if you're not able to get out. Some, if you want to be social, you could get social. If you want to be part of the Stand Up with a sign, be part of that. There's so many different ways to get involved, but no matter what, we all need to make a stand. We all need to unite. I mean, I don't care what party somebody is with. There is common ground. There is some kind of cause that even a Republican would go after. You know what I mean? So nothing against anyone. But anyway, I got my towel for you. Okay, part 3, close next steps, but there is still stuff here. There we go. Okay, our commitment to our group, and to each of you, all you have to do is just ask or join or what have you, but this isn't a forced join. You can just email me directly if you need some kind of resource or need to plug in somewhere. But my commitment to my group and to you is to have this available to everyone, whoever wants it, to be there because we need each other. Because there's too much hate in the world, and it could get you. Mental health is a huge thing these days, especially when you can see that things are not going right, and yet you've got people slamming you for saying something about it or doing something about it. We need each other. We need community. My personal goal is to help unify all these cracks in the Americas between, the races, the sex, LGBTQ, and not religious sex. We're all human beings. We all have rights, and those rights need to be respected. Period. And I want to see Americans bonding together rather than slashing and tearing each other apart, because I don't want to see another physical civil war. And that's, if things just keep getting riled up by our current administration and the news, that's what we're going to end up having, North versus South, Trump, non-Trump. You know what I mean? And I don't want to see that kind of fight. I want to see us stand peacefully, united, saying that this is not going to work for us. This is not what we signed up for. This is not why we were born here in America. These are our rights, and we're standing up for it. So this is my commitment, our commitment to our group and to all of you. If you need anything, any resource, cause, just know I can connect you. I've got resources. I can do a lot. Oh, yes, that's right. I wrote it down. to support our nationwide group, our local communities, and provide up-to-date national campaigns through multiple affiliations and causes to further our reach for a league nonviolent, non-compliant. That sounds like so much nicer. I'm great when I write. To provide anyone resources or links to resources if they also wish to have their own private gatherings with friends, work colleagues, unions, churches, what have you. I do have leadership materials from all the different organizations. I can help set you up. I can help train you. There's just so much that I want to do. And I just need people. To continue our fight for democracy and for the people in our country, even if they don't think they want us to. And that's the truth. How can we stay connected? Oh, well, at the end of this, you will be getting an email with my contact information. Oh, yes, also, let me post this real quick. I did create a Word doc. There's some information. I'm just going to post this in here. And hopefully it all through. What the heck? Oh, there it goes. Oh, okay. So there's all of our social media, our website. This link here for the Google Drive, that has got the authoritarian playbook, the pillars. It's got the handout I should have handed out earlier, but we've kind of bounced around in our meeting rather than going step by step. So it's fine. We don't need to worry about that. But all those docs are there, open for you guys to down. And then again, a little bit about us, our social medias. But you will be getting an email with the transcripts, the link to the youth, as well as my contact information. And just let me know if you want to join. I just need to know your city, your state, your phone number, your email, and your name. That's it. Okay, moving on. Our next meeting is going to be August 25th at 6. Again, I'm sorry if it's too late for the people on the East Coast, but I'm trying to also, because most of my members are right here in California, and with that being said, good time when they get off work. But the thing is, if we get enough people interested, I can do 2 or 3 of these meetings. We get a different time zones. I am available. I've been disabled. I'm not able to. I have mobility issues. So with that being said, I've got time during the day I can do this, but I just want to make sure that we got enough people. So anyways, oh, thank you, Stephanie, for adding that. That is a form online that you can also join or email me, or there's just so many methods. There's so many methods. You can join on one of the social medias, but that will not give me the information I need to actually sign you into our team so you can have access to our stuff. Okay, here is the Mobilize. This will also be in the email later for our next meeting if you can make it.
Star, it looks like April has a question.
Oh, so sorry. What is
Yeah.
the best way for me to share my pitch?
Can we have her unmute
other-
herself and
Yes,
share?
go ahead. We're ahead of schedule because we jumped around. We'll have so many
Yeah.
participants, so feel free.
We're all interested in hearing it. April, go ahead.
Yes, bring it on.
Okay, thank you.
You're
I just
welcome.
came up with this today. I was thinking about how just all the stuff with ICE and people are not being given due process and
Right.
all that whole issue and the problem we're running into with people want to protest, but they don't always have the means to go to these
Right.
protests. So I was trying to think of a way that we could involve people meaningfully in a protest at the same time, but virtually as well.
I thought about that too.
So another dream of mine is also what I called a musical protest. The idea of like getting a choir together and like, singing what was it, the song from Wicked, like, the big ballad. I forget what the name of it right now. That was my dream, like, getting a group together and singing that, like, outside the Capitol building or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just like the power of all those voices in unison, and the it cuts through the noise. It's more than just shouting, and it's more than just signs. So I want to expand on my idea. I kind of wrote it out on a Facebook post, so I have a little bit to pull from here.
Could you send to me like a link to your Facebook if you don't mind? I would like to see it.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Did you want me to just go into it a little bit more here?
Yeah, no, sure. I just want to see it afterwards.
Sure. Oh my gosh, where is it? I clicked on the link to join your group, and it took me away from that page.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry.
It's all good. So
Add your video went down.
So the principle that we're all created equal and that we have unalienated rights, it's at the core of who we are as the United States, what we were founded on, and we need to remind our government of that. We're holding them to that. We're holding them accountable, and just to get as many people as possible in person and virtually to really take a stand on that this is not acceptable. The
Agreed.
way people are being treated in the big detention center in Florida. So my idea was people can, come with their signs, whether they're marching or wherever they're standing, or even meeting in private meeting places virtually. But at the top of each hour, there would be one location where we are all singing or reciting the same words in all 50 states at the same time.
Oh, that sounds nice.
So my thought was chorally, like I love America the Beautiful. I think that would be amazing to hear a cappella, like just from a huge huge groups like that. So, I'm hoping we could have a big group outside Washington, outside the center in Florida. And then everyone else would be encouraged to live stream themselves at the top of that hour, reciting or singing or whatever we've decided to all take that united thing at the same time. And yeah, so, and just looking back through history, how powerful songs are, and how, there's lots of patriotic songs that we all know. And sometimes I just want to, I feel like our government needs to hear those words again.
Yeah. They really do. April, it's a beautiful idea. It's a beautiful idea. And the facts are, all the different group members, we could be like on a signal where we can hear the other group singing and then we sing along. You know what I mean? It
I
can
thought about
happen.
that.
It can totally happen if we can contact all the different national groups and get them on board. So,
Yeah, I think there's lots of ways you could do it. I thought you could do it like, at the top of each hour. You could even do it for like 12 straight hours. Not everyone would have to do it, but like in every state, you have at least one group that's doing it every every single hour. It's everywhere. Yeah, so I thought
Yeah, live
I'd
streaming
probably
on
talk to
TikTok too. Yeah.
Indivisible and like I know it needs to be executed well and organized well, and like I'm gonna need help.
Between Trouble Nation, Indivisible, ACLU, I mean, the list goes on. I've got so many that if they were all on board, we'd cover all the United States, no doubt.
Yeah, yeah. I would love to chat with you about like, you know, where do we go from here?
Yeah.
To
Yeah.
really, yeah. Well, thank you for letting me share that idea.
Keep my information. If you want, you can also join the group. It doesn't matter if you already have another group locally. And then hopefully, you know, we can tie all this together, put information out there to all the different, you know, organizations that are doing resistance work, and hopefully we can message to spread. Any other ideas? I would love to hear from you guys. Yeah, another forum which I found really fun was activist clowns. Believe it or not, people that dress up, imitate, some speak, some don't, but it's completely activism, and it brings out the joy while putting down, you know, the bad parties. But anyways, that's a whole nother way to be a form of resistance. That's just another form. There's millions. There's any way you can think of. There's artistry, there's music, there's just so many different ways that we can get involved. Does anybody have any ideas? No more hands, so. Locally, there are daily protests outside our conservative lawmaker's office all of August. That's beautiful. What state? Oh, is that Idaho also? Sorry. I remember the name. That's great. That's great. Resilience, resistance, community, art. Stay positive. Keep pushing forward. Great meeting. Thank you for ending my night with such a needed dose of optimism. Oh, you're so sweet. There is one commitment. Here, my email for the group is this, and I will have that.
Crystal has her hand raised, so
Oh,
go ahead.
good. There you go.
I was just going
This
to say,
is my groupie.
I know that every time my state is in the news, it's not for good things. But there's actually like a really vibrant resistance here and very active. So they had an in-person 1 Million Rising meeting here. I think it was last week, and I couldn't go to that. But I'm led to believe that there were 70 people there, and lots of different organizations got together to plan how they're going to chip away at the pillars here. But one of the things they came up with is their protests, daily protests at our conservative lawmakers' offices. For 1 hour every day, they pick one of them and they're rotating through. Every day they protest at another lawmakers. Yeah. So because they won't have town halls where we can let them know what we think. So we're showing up to let them know what we think.
That's the way to do it. That's just the way to do it. And see, I want to also have my community do the 1 Million Rising. It's just trying to get that organized. I just need some people from my group to help me with that. But because I also do things nationally, and I'm very active when it comes to the virtual world. I wanted to open it up virtually, thinking if anybody needed more resources, or if they don't have a local group that they do this, that this is a way they can plug in. Okay.
I wouldn't have been able to see this training otherwise. So thank you for that.
Oh, you're welcome. And trust me, I could give you some leader training too if you have people that want to sit with you and do this. right. Let's see. Okay. Now we do have okay, a goal over the next 2 weeks, and this is supposed to be homework for those that are going to be coming to our second one, is to text someone from this group or someone outside of it with a commitment for how you plan to carry this work forward. So just so you guys know, that's my phone number if you have nobody else to text. I am ambitious, and so I just want this to happen. I want us all to be a part of this. I am very ambitious to get this to be something big. And I don't know why this is, I'll go around closing. Okay. All right, last exercise. Oh, thank you. I will write this down for sure, but I will take it out of the notes when I email it. Because there's a lot of people that were not able to be here today, and now let's put your phone number. Okay, with the wannabe king has to be, oh yeah. What a way your courage for non-cooperation is strengthened by this time together. Anybody?
I'll go first if you don't mind, only because I have to run.
Oh, no problem.
Okay. So a way that my courage was strengthened today was definitely by seeing faces from all over the country. That gives me more hope than what I had. And it's really uplifting. And I thank you all for taking your time today and joining us, and then for being so open and sharing your experiences and your thoughts and your ideas. So I thank you so much.
Thank you all. Crystal, your hand's up. Go right ahead. You have to unmute, okay? There you
Yep. So my commitment, I write a newsletter, and I have a group that meets every other week, and I'm going to include the things that I learned about pillars and how to erode them so that our group can point all of our energy that direction. And
go. Very good.
just seeing that there are other people engaged around the country, even if this didn't turn out to be a very big meeting, still gives
Right.
me so.
Well, I'm still going to send all 200 people the information. So hopefully, even though they weren't able to attend, they will be able to participate. So, yeah. Anybody else? And thank you, Grace. You want to be a member? Is that why you sent me the everything? All right. Well, I will send you an invite to our Microsoft Teams, and you'll be able to get plugged in right away. Anybody else? No more hands? Okay. And this is just a little blurb about who we are. Oh, no. Take it. Technical difficulty. This is why I created the group. This is who I am. Let's just say I wake up in the morning, I go through all the materials I got via email on their website. If I'm planning for a meeting, I am posting causes, all the different campaigns by these different organizations, as well as charitable nonprofit organizations that are also fighting to survive right now. Now, granted, once you get plugged in, my program, the Microsoft, I only have so much up, but that's because I've been doing meetings too, and I have to plan for them. So there will be a lot more content that's going to be put up this next week because I have a break. Also, if anybody wants to volunteer to help put some of this information up, I've got so many resources. I could use some extra hands. All right, now I'm moving on. Oh, thank you. And I'm pretty sure Yeah, maybe. Oh, it says there's 2 more slides. Oh, yeah, here's all the contact information, which I did put in the text. And the slide will be, thank you for coming. If anybody has any questions, feel free to jump on. If you just want to talk to me, I'll be here for a little while longer. Oh, the help that I need. Oh, that's so wonderful. I need people, and you don't need to know code or anything, but I need people to help me build out the site. And again, these pages I've already created, you will have access. You just like type, put pictures up. It's really easy. It's user friendly. It's no harder than using Facebook. But putting up the information, there's also group moderators, people to put different, like for instance, there could be 20 different meetings throughout all these different places that deal with different kind of campaigns for different kind of causes. I need those added to, our calendar, so anybody can go there, go to Mobilize, sign up if they want, so they have access to that. I make our whole group be kind of a one-stop shop where people can branch out, get what they need, and be able to fight for what they want. So there's just so many different ways to do that. Also, somebody to help me present, because I'm actually nervous. I don't like being a face. I begged Stephanie to help me because, first impressions make a big deal with some people. And being disabled and what have you, it's been very hard to be able to be mobile as well as other issues. So, oh, thank you. But yeah, I mess up a lot because I'm stressed. So, anyways,
I have,
top of that,
sorry,
go
I have a
ahead.
quick question before everyone leaves. I forgot that so there's a individual that's running to hopefully replace a Republican Congress member that we have, Ken Calvert. And he wanted me to ask if this group would be open to having him join us, obviously virtual since we're from all
Right.
over the country, but really
that
he
would
wants
be
to
our
hear.
local. That would
Yeah,
be the
he
Inland Empire one.
Okay. Yeah, he wants to hear what's important to everyone, like who's joining these type of conversations across, well, technically his district, but he'd want to know if we would be open to like an in-person or a virtual event. He just asked me to check in and see what would be the preference.
Yeah, I'll give you a list, Stephanie, of all the members that are in the Inland Empire that would be within his district, so we could send them all the information and see if we can do some kind of town hall.
Okay, yeah, if we can
And
take
if
like a
not,
poll or
we'll
something.
do a virtual one,
Okay. Okay.
And see, that's another thing when it comes to our groups. I do have different sections, different states, and as we grow members, those people can connect and do things more locally for themselves as well. It's just some of these that just have 1 member or 2 members right now, but as I keep doing this and gathering more and more people, then the more you guys can take off from there and also have your own community locally that you can meet with. So anyways, as well as me giving you guys the resources for the different local groups that you guys may have with Indivisible, with Trouble Nation, or what have you, so that you can also connect physically with them as well. Okay. Any other questions? Oh, thank you for signing the list, Julie. I think that would be a wrap up if I don't hear anything. Oh, goodness, I hit a link. Technical issues. There we go. And with that said, thank you for joining, everyone.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure to meet each and every one of you.